So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back on Super Toys India, and today we are going to unbox another beautiful looking action figure box. This is an action figure 3-pack, and this is my most expensive action figure from Mcfarlanetoys. So today we are going to unbox this and we are going to look which figure this is. Let me show you the first. Here we have the rare photograph. This is the Clayface, Batman and Batwoman action figures. It's a 3-pack actually, so you guys might be aware of it. So let's open it up. On this side it's written, so right here we are going to open this. So let's get started. So out of the box here, this is the big chunky looking Clayface action figure, which is in the clamshell right here. You guys can see this. Let me get this out of it. So here we have a big and bulky looking Clayface action figure. This figure has a lot of details, lot of texture, lot of design to it. It's a great deco on this figure, and by face he looks very ugly and hideous and whatsoever you guys can say, but I kind of say that it is a nice looking figure, but it seems kind of wobbly and the joints seem to be kind of loose. You guys can see that this arm is quite moving right up and down very freely. So just observing the face here, taking a look at the face of this figure, you guys can see it's very ugly and there is a lot of detail on it. The perfect Clayface, I should say, because I'm not being a big fan of this character, but you guys can see there's a lot of texture and these ghostly faces being made up on it, which usually happens in the comics. You can see here and you guys can see here. Well, I don't think there's a lot to talk about this figure, just that I don't know why this looks so ugly to me and hideous to me. Let's do a quick articulation check on this. This is the arm movement and the elbows. There isn't much to its elbows, I don't think so. There's no such articulation in this. Well, the elbow does not seem to be bending that much. The shoulder moves fully round. And talking about the head first, well, this is a nice thing that there has been some movement in his face that has been added to it. You guys can see this. And overall, I should say the torso is quite nice. The upper torso does not seem to be having that much of articulation. So in the name of articulation, it doesn't seem to be having that much to be shown. Coming on to the knees, this is the thigh cut, this is the thigh split. They usually are very nice, but this does not seem to be bending that much. The knees are not that much bendable. Well, there is not much to talk about this figure. Overall, nice figure, but a very less articulated figure. Let's get to another figure. So this is the second figure that I was very curious about, and personally which I have always been liking, that is this Batman, because I already have this body mold Batman, that is the Rebirth Batman, which is in a much darker shade, I should say. But this one is a good looking Batman also, but he seems to be a little bit small for me. Finally making him stand straight, you guys can see this figure is a nice made figure, and obviously just like a previous one, it has the same sculpt, same design, same detail, but the only not a lot of detail is from same, because the belt seems to be different and the white shading seems to be different, and it has much lighter colors as compared to the previous one. We may compare it further, but just let me show you the articulation in this one. Shoulder joints, and then there is this bicep cut you guys can see, and the double jointed elbows as well, and this has also the double jointed elbows. There is just this torso movement. There's no such ab crunch here. Leg split, the double jointed knees, you guys can see. Then there is this ankle pivot. There is this toe articulation. So quite a good few articulating points here, just like the previous one. And coming on to the head, you guys can see the head rotates this much and this much. It looks upward, and me focus. This much, he's gonna look downward. So he is. He's looking quite nice. So now having a look on these both Batman figures, both of them seem to be quite decent. This one is perfect in its own way, and this one is gonna be perfect in its own way. So as I told you earlier, this one does not have this black detailing on the belt. Overall, the rest of the designs, they are quite same, and the purple seems to be lighter on this one. The yellow also seems to be different. This one is a little bit, that lime yellow, and this seems to be a much darker yellow, or a shady yellow, I should say. The face on this one is a little bit, that battle tone, and this one seems to be quite nice, and this one seems to be a little bit more realistic to me than this one. But overall, I prefer both the designs. Both of these designs kind of are growing on me, so I like both of them. So finally, we do have here is this figure, which is the Batwoman action figure from the Batman family. So this is my only reason to buy this figure, this 3-pack. So otherwise I would not have been buying this, because the previous Batmold and the Clayface I'm not interested in. Overall, I should say this is one hell of a kind of figure. So let us check this out, and the only reason to buy this 3-pack is standing here, and it seems to be quite nice. First, let me check the articulation of it. The same bicep cut and shoulder movement in this one as well as this one. These double jointed elbows are nice as always. There is a lot of torso movement. Ab crunch, not that much, but the rear ab crunch is a little bit enough. So coming onto the thighs, this is the leg split. There seems to be a thigh cut, as I had been noticing in the images, but there is no thigh cut in this. Double jointed elbows, as you guys know, and this is the ankle pivot, the toe joint, and the ankle joints and toe joint. There is no special point of articulation in this figure, but overall this figure seems to be quite nicely detailed and done, and overall the body deco is amazing. You guys can see the cape here. This is the only reason I got this figure. I mean to say this 3-pack. That is this Batwoman figure, which I'm trying to complete my Bat family. Soon I'll be uploading the shot of that. Overall, a nicely detailed figure and a nicely done figure, I should say. Taking a closer look at the Batwoman figure, this seems to be nice red detail here, and she seems to be coming right out of the TV series or the comic, I should say. A nicely done figure, nicely detailed figure. The hands, these ugly joints, McFarlane should be replacing them, as it's a previous year figure. I should say that McFarlane needs to be improving these. The license is going off. We don't know what will happen next. Right here I tried to make a pose out of this figure. So this is the Batwoman, and you can see I have kept her with this batarang that has been given to her. There's a lot of detail onto her belt also. As I forgot to mention, the 3-pack comes with these accessories also and another batarang. So this is for the Batman, and probably this one is for the Batwoman that I had the Batman in. So let's try to pose it with this. So right here, making her stand with this bat claw in her hand, she seems to be looking nice. Overall, a well detailed figure, a well nice done figure. 3-pack has costed me around 14,000, because I got it from Amazon. It was a necessity, that's why. So I told you the price, and I told you where from I got it. This is not a sponsored video, totally not a sponsored video. I'm telling you guys again, if you guys like it, then you guys can buy it. Rest, overall, totally nice figure. Wait for until the single pack comes out. So guys, this is the 3-pack unboxing. Well, if you guys want to see the comparison videos and the height comparison videos, definitely I will be uploading the shots of these figures. So this is the Batman, the Batwoman, and the Clayface. Well, it is definitely must get 3-pack if you guys want all 3 of them. Personally, I don't prefer the Clayface. I don't like this character, and the Batwoman was the only concern of buying this figure, and this Batman seems to be quite nice, and the design seems to be quite growing on me. So I told you the price, I told you the place where from I bought this. Overall, a nice 3-pack that you guys should buy if you are willing to. This is not a sponsored video again. Well, please do like, share, comment, subscribe, do whatever the things you can do to promote the channel, to like the video and whatsoever, because we have got very less views from the previous times, but I'm trying to upload the videos consistently. So help your fellow collector grow. See me with another video. Tada!